covers all areas. Backstage Pass.
Check out the stir Hilary Duff caused when she met her Australian fans for the first time on a recent trip down under.
I want to say thank you for everybody for letting me go gold over here.
She's been described as the world's most powerful teenager, but she acts just like the girl next door. So what is it that's attracting Hilary Duff to her legion of followers?
I don't know. It's kind of a weird question, to answer about yourself. But I know with the TV show that, everybody really likes Lizzie McGuire because people can relate to her. And they've gone through the exact same experiences of, trying to fit in at school and trying to find out who you are and that kind of like adolescence, beginning to be a teenager kind of thing and being embarrassed by your parents and having an annoying little brother and stuff like that. Okay.
Honey.
Mom.
Honey, she can't breathe.
Lizzie McGuire not only made Hilary an international star, it helped to launch her singing career when she released a song from the series soundtrack called I Can't Wait. The Lizzie McGuire movie came next. Filmed on location in Rome, it gave Hilary the chance to be a pop star on the screen and off.
So why not take a crazy chance? Why not do a crazy dance?
When did you think it was the right time to let her go and to your own self to step?
It was never really something like, okay, I'm done with that. I have to be done with that, But it was hard work because Disney Channel squeezed 3 years into 2 years. And I was in like every single scene and I worked every single day for 2 years straight, barely without a break. So I was pretty tired of it.
You could change your life if you want it. You could change.
The music thing, was that always brewing in your head? I mean, when you were 14, were you thinking, all right,
No, I was never really like, all right, I'm going to come out with this music and this,
Before it's too late.
No, I never thought of it like that. Actually, when I was younger, I had a speech impediment, and I couldn't say my R's. And the school that I was going to at the time had the biggest problem with it. And my mom's like, she's in first grade, she's little, leave her alone, she'll grow out of it or whatever. And they were insisting on putting me in therapy and stuff for it. And so she's like, no, and she put me in voice lessons because she thought it would make it go away. And within a month's time, it totally went away.
At least not today, not today, not today.
So it was always something that I did, and then I loved the classes so much I just kept taking them. And my sister and I have just always been very into like entertaining and stuff like that. So after the acting and I got Lizzie McGuire, I'm like, I want to start singing again,
You've got one older sister.
Yeah.
Is that it for the siblings?
That's it, one sister.
And how does she feel about what's happening to you?
Everybody asks that question. They're always like, is she jealous of you and stuff like, and there's, we're very close. We have a really close relationship. She's only 3 years older than me, so it's like the perfect amount of time, and we're like best friends. And I've never seen any like animosity or anything between us. She's very, very supportive.
Where did I go right? How did I get you?
Does it affect your relationships with making friends and stuff that you're always the person that gets all the attention?
In some ways, I'm going to be honest about it that, when everything started happening, I lost a couple of really close friends that I had because they just, they didn't really handle it well. And then I gained a couple of really cool friends that they don't care who I am and they don't care, about anything that I do. They're just very supportive and they're my friends because of me.
I won't tell you what I'm thinking, 'cause it's not the same thing you're thinking too.
Hilary worked with some of the biggest writers and producers in the world on her debut album Metamorphosis. With a #1 single under her belt and more hits on the way, Hilary has become a fully fledged pop star. Do you enjoy making music and making films equally?
It just depends on what's happening at the moment, because being in the studio is so different and it's very personal. There's no feeling like being on stage and like rocking out with your band and having people sing your music back to you. Like, it's so cool. And with acting, it's like you're totally stepping out of yourself and creating this other character. And you kind of give them personality, and it's so much fun because it has nothing to do with you.
Things are getting pretty twisted around here.
In Hilary's latest film, Cheaper by the Dozen, she gets to share the screen with Steve Martin and Ashton Kutcher.
Steve is like a totally normal guy, but he's very dry sense of humor, so he's really funny. And working with Ashton was really cool too, obviously.
Demi Moore wasn't hanging around the set at all, was she? Don't want to say?
I think it was when all that stuff was starting to happen, because I saw her a couple times on set.
Did she?
Yeah.
Once you've become a music star, a television star, a fashion product, you know, where do you go? Where are you going?
I don't know. That's like one question nothing scares me. That's a question that scares me. They're always like, where are you going to be in 10 years? I'm like, I don't know. The big goal is just to sustain it. And when I get older, I want to kind of evolve and change into a different type of music, more like mellow. And I love Dido's music, so she's really cool. She's an inspiration.
And you've got a crush on David Beckham, so you like the English. Have you been...
I totally have the biggest crush on David Beckham, but he's too old for me and he's married, so.
Do you get crushes on people a lot?
Like celebrities and stuff?
Well, you know, I mean, just because you're like a big star and stuff doesn't mean you don't have crushes, right?
That's true.
Don't you spend your whole teenage years having crushes on people?
I think so, but I'm not very vocal about it. You know, like I'm a shy person. I would never go up to a guy and just be like, hey, what's up, how you doing? You know, never. But people think that just because I'm doing what I'm doing, I don't have crushes on people or something, but it's not true. Actually, I just had some guy ask me out on a date at the signing, and I was like, I get so embarrassed. You know, he had so much guts. It was power for him.
But you could never say yes, really, could you? To a fan?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying never, because that sounds kind of wrong, you know, because they're normal just like I am. But, you know, you don't really know the person, and so I don't know if my mom let me say yes to that.